Hello, welcome back to Chris's Beer Reviews. How are you? Hope you're doing really well. It's time for a review, but it's not a beer review. As you can see from the thumbnail, we are going to be reviewing a tabletop fire pit. Now, I love fire. I really do. I love fire. And I love outdoor life. I mean, outdoor cooking is generally what I mean, but I will use coals and wood for cooking. Never use gas. I've got 3 barbecues up there in barbecue corner. They are all charcoal barbecues, and I can cook some amazing things in there, if I say so myself. Sitting behind me, I've got the Uni pizza oven, and that I use wood for, and sometimes coals as well. I do not use gas, but I also like fire pits. Love a good fire pit, and I've been seeing these tabletop fire pits advertised quite a lot recently, so I thought I would buy one and give one a review and see what they're all about. This is classed as a smokeless fire pit. No such thing. Every fire always has a bit of smoke, but the way the airflow is designed on these, it massively reduces it and takes away the smoke. Every fire pit on startup will always smoke until the wood's nicely burning. So yes, we have this tabletop one here from SakerTool. It's not the most expensive one out there. There's lots of them, lots of different models, lots of different prices and lots of different sizes. So I would tell you the sizes of this. The price of it I think was £29, and it took an age to get here. It took about 2 months to get here. Contacted SakerTool, their customer service was absolutely dreadful, and at one point they blocked me. So I thought it was a bit of a scam, but then they did send me another email saying the original one got lost in transit and they have sent this one. So it did arrive, but it took 2 months. So what do we get in the bag? Let's get this out. Just gonna spirit of honesty, I did fire this up last night just to check it all out, make sure everything was all there and it was all working okay. So let's get it out the bag. So here we have it. So we've got the top ring that sits on the top, but inside, I didn't use this last night, this funky little covery type thing. Not entirely sure what that's all about. I think I know what it's for because no instructions came with this, but you shouldn't really need instructions. So that slides into the bottom. You've got some nice airflow through those gaps there, and you've got this ring to help lift it out of the fire pit to get rid of all the ash. I believe that's to sit over that to protect the little finger handle. I'm going to use it today. I will use it today. So looking at the actual fire pit itself, it has feet on the bottom. Pull those out, and you've got the airflow channels at the base. This was this colour green. First burn, as you can see, that happens, and it didn't smell very nice when it was burning off production oils and whatever this paint is. So we have got now a two-tone fire pit. So you've got the airflow holes at the bottom, and then inside, as you can see up here, you have these airflow holes at the top. And the way the airflow system works is with that and what's at the bottom, it reduces the smoke. You get some crazy flames coming out of these kind of holes. It looks fantastic. And there's the bottom in there for you. Let's just wet the whistle with a little bit of lager. If you wonder what I'm drinking, Nevada Pils, alcohol free, 0.5% ABV. It's as good as alcohol free. Anyway, let me tell you the dimensions, and then we'll start getting this thing lit and show you it burning. So the diameter across the top is about 14 centimeters, and in height, including the feet, 18 centimeters. There you go. All right, so to light this, it's fairly easy, fairly straightforward. Let's move the beverage out of the way. So I like to use, with anything I'm doing with charcoal, wood, etc., if I want to get it started, I like to use these little things, little rolled up bits of shavings, if you like, with a bit of wax on them. I think they've definitely got a coating on them, but they're very good. Much better than using those firelighters that absolutely stink. These are really good. So let's put that back in. I have some wood, big basket of wood. And like I say, I'm going to use this time. Didn't use it last night. We're going to use that. And let's push that down a bit more. Push the little thingy down. What I'm going to do is put that on top of that and then build the wood up around it. Hopefully that makes sense. So let's light this first. See if this works. I didn't try it this way last night. As I said, I didn't have that bit in there. That was warm on the hands. And let's get some wood in then. because then that will probably, yeah, that stands up against that little thing quite nicely. Pop some wood in. Well, it says quite nice, it's all falling over now. There we go, and that thing has moved. Should have just left it out really, but I'll give it a try. It was in there. Ouch, birdie finger. Just gonna, yeah, I think it works better without that in it. It's probably a bit late to try and whip that out really. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that out. It's probably hot now. Stand by. Right, we're back, and I've taken that out. That just takes up too much space. I get what it's probably trying to do. It's probably trying to protect the little bit that's got the ring thing on it, so you can pull the whole tray out. But you could get that tray out quite easily without it anyway. So I really don't see what point that is doing, other than taking up space and not allowing you to really kind of move the wood around in there. So it's lit and it's going well. My head, I keep cutting my head off, don't I? I don't like it. I like to have my head completely in the shot. Got some little bits, chuck those in. You can get quite a lot in here, considering it isn't particularly big, is it? I gave you the dimensions, and it isn't that big. But we can certainly get a fair bit of wood in there. Let's get rid of these little waspy bits. In they go. I think we've got quite a lot of wood in there for now. Let's pop the top ring back on. And that just sits in there quite nicely. So yeah, tabletop. I am using this table's glass, which isn't a problem, because when I used this last night, the bottom of that really doesn't get hot. There's so much airflow and space under it that the bottom doesn't really get hot. But now it's almost completely smokeless. It's given off lots of nice orange flames and a bit of blue at the same time as well. Looking very nice. And because it's on glass, I can move it around. Like I say, it just doesn't get hot down here where the airflow is. But the nice thing with these, what I like about these tabletop fire pits, is the way they kind of deliver the flame. You probably can't see it particularly well. It'd probably work better at night, and it is a little bit breezy. It's just the way it kind of in here, just underneath this lid, kind of the way it kind of all curls over and then comes up, kind of like that. Probably sounds absolutely ridiculous, but I can see it doing it, and it's very nice. It is warm. There's a lot of heat coming off that. You can see the size of the flame. That's going to die down a little bit. Once the wood starts burning down, the flames will come down, and it will give off just a little flame that just sits just above it, and then you can just keep topping it up. Ideal if you want to do marshmallows as well. You can sit here toasting marshmallows, and it's not giving off that burny smell like it was yesterday. I could smell chemicals when I used it yesterday, just burning off the production oils, etc. It didn't smell very nice, but now it doesn't have that smell, and that is really giving off a lovely bit of heat. And look at the flame, it's fantastic. Really, really nice. So ideal for camping. See there, it's doing that flame. You can't see it. Ideal for camping. Let's move that away from the face a little bit, because that is now blowing in my direction. Great for camping, great for in the garden. Don't need to worry about gas and getting a gas canister. Oh yeah, that flame's going really well now. Really, really looking good. A little bit high, admittedly, but it's not a drama. It's not going to cause any problems, and it is giving off heat. So yeah, use it in your garden. I do a lot of camping. Got a camper van. I think it'd be really nice when we're around the camper van. Some nice sort of evenings where it's just starting to get a tiny bit of a chill on. Just sit around outside with that and marshmallows. It's nice. 29 quid. I'd say it's worth it for that money. I think that's a good price. It does, it does what a tabletop fire pit should do. It does it really, really well. But like I say, there's lots of other tabletop fire pits out there. You can spend an absolute fortune if you want to, or you don't have to. Like I said, this one came from SakerTool. Not impressed with their customer service. Not impressed with the delivery time. Best part of 2 months. Did one ever get lost in translation? I'm not sure. Translation, transport, translation, either or. I'm not entirely sure, but their customer service was really, really poor. It took me constant messages to get anything done. But it arrived in the end, and I'm happy with it. What I'll do is I'll press pause, and I'll see if I can hold the camera over the top so you can have a little look inside. Let's see if we can do that. I will try, but it is hot and it's blowing in my direction. But once those flames kind of calm down, or the wind calms down, you can really see it in full action. At the moment it's just a bit windy, but I'm safe, I'm not getting burnt from it, and if it does start feeling a bit too hot, I can just push it away. It's not a problem. It does move around because the base of it, like I say, just doesn't get hot, so I can move it around if I need to. But yeah, lovely heat, great little device. If you like sitting outdoors in the garden, like sitting outside in the evening, and you want something to keep you warm, but you don't want to spend money on a huge big fire pit or a gas burner or whatever, then these are ideal because there is so much heat coming off that. It's fantastic. And you cook marshmallows as well if you want. There you go. Hope you enjoyed this one from Chris's beer reviews. I've got lots of other stuff I can review as well that isn't beer, and I probably will. Probably do the uni, the pizza oven. I'm certainly going to do some more cooking videos up there in the barbecue corner. Tonight we're making pizzas, fresh pizzas, handmade pizzas. I might even film that. Who knows? There you go. Done. Thank you very much for watching. See you all soon on another one.